Hello, my name's Tina McDonald. Thank you for joining me. Today I thought we would talk about a grounding technique called 5-4-3-2-1. This can be used with stress or anxiety, or on the onset of a panic attack, or when you're trying to stave off some cravings. It's something that if you do regularly on a good day, you have it as a go-to on a not so good day. It works with your whole body, and it works like most coping strategies in the fact that you're directing your brain somewhere else. So it's a diversion technique. It encourages your body to stop being in that panic mode, stop feeling the effects of stress, and grounding you into a place of recognition. So you do this regularly on good days, and then you always have it wherever you go. You have it with you for the not so good days. So 5 things you can see, 4 things that you can feel, 3 things that you hear, 2 things that you smell, and 1 thing that you taste, or if that doesn't work, 1 thing that you can say that's good about yourself at that moment. So the way that it works is, for some people, when you are in complete anxiety mode and a panic attack is approaching, all you can manage is the very, very basics. So 5 things that you can see right now. So I can see a camera, I can see a pad with a couple of notes on it, I can see sunlight coming through, I can see a table in front of me, and I can see me on the screen. So 5 basic things. 4 things that you feel. So I can feel my hair, my glasses, my face, my feet. I can feel the ground. 3 things that I can hear: me waffling, birds outside, cars going up and down the street. 2 things that I can smell. I can smell my shampoo, and I can smell shower gel. 1 thing that I can taste a cup of coffee, because I just had that before I came on. So those are the very, very basics. For me, the way I use this technique is to remind myself of stress. It's very easy to go along with the assumption of, I work much better under pressure. I'm great when I'm juggling things, it keeps me busy. Now, those things in themselves are very probably true. And for your body, in small, short spells, it probably works really well. But to work like that all the time, or to be constantly looking to be working like that all the time, can mask other things going on underneath. So for myself, I juggle lots of different things at once, different jobs, different places, and I need to remind myself once in a while just where I am. Where I am right now, how do I feel, what's going on? We all know that stress, anxiety, panic attacks, all of those things are not good for the body long term, because you're putting strain on your heart and everything else. So what we need to do is to learn to take the attraction from one set of synapses in your brain to another. And that's a go-to place that, instead of filling up your body with cortisol and adrenaline, it's to keep things grounded and down. So I need to engage with this technique on a different level. It's not enough just for a panic attack, straight in, straight out. For me, it's an actual engagement. So I go to, I suppose, from the sublime to the ridiculous. I go to the ridiculous. I go to extreme things, and therefore I engage with it on an emotional and mental level, so that I really, really feel out of my comfort zone when I'm doing it, and therefore I recognise and can engage with the fact that I am actually doing this exercise for a reason, and that I recognise that I'm doing it and why. So for me, 5 things that I can see. Say if I were outside running around and let the car go in different places, and I just catch myself with that same adrenaline feeling. Tight stomach, breathing instead of the calm, deep below belly breaths, they're up here, short. I might be going in somewhere to a meeting, I might be anxious, sweaty palms, all of those things. So when I catch that happening, I need to just stop. So I might stop in the street and engage with the ridiculous. So 5 things that I can see. I might see a woman in a very short skirt, and I would purposefully have a judgmental, for goodness sake, what are you wearing a skirt that short for? A man with trousers bending over, oh come on, put that away. Really engaging with things in a way I would not normally do. So I might say, oh dear, struggling to walk on those high heels. Or I might say, come on, what are you doing? The dog's taking you for a walk rather than the other way round. Or I might say, what a very, very low car. Why is the image of the car so important? I might really engage with judgment, with scathing, and with things that I would not normally do. So normally I probably wouldn't even notice what a woman was wearing, or a man with trousers, bending over, you know, whatever. It would just be a passing, fleeting. But I want to catch it. I want to capture that feeling and engage with it. So that would be how I would work with things you can see, things you can feel, 4 things that you can feel. Oh, for goodness sake, some conditioner, no wonder. Those kind of things. I can feel my dress. Is that polyester? Got old ladies' shirts. What? You know, ridiculous things, because I am stopping the stress. I am capping it down with ridiculous so that I can really, really engage with it. Hear. 3 things that you can hear. You know, normally that might just be somebody cutting the grass, a dog barking, some birds singing. But because it would be only work for me, because I really, really engage with it, I would say, cutting the grass to set off my hay fever. Stop your dog barking, think of your neighbours. Seagulls, oh, that time of year, get out to sea, leave the bin bags. Whatever it is that makes you feel like somebody else at that moment. Because that feeling of somebody else and engaging with the ridiculous reminds you that it's you engaging with the ridiculous. You are purposefully, actively involving yourself with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it works in lots of different ways. It can work, like I say, on the onset of a panic attack, go straight into it, and it's immediate. Think what's there, say it, engage with it. It can be something that you use as a tool you take with you, which is what I do with it, in the fact that I take my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ridiculous, judgmental, engage, look with everything, really feel different, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to feel different than the stressed person I was at that moment. And that in turn engages myself with myself, and then I can use it. So it's great for stress, anxiety, panic attacks, cravings. Have the same 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that means something to you, whether it's giving up smoking or not wanting to eat or whatever it is that you're doing. It's a really good tool to have at the best of times. But at the moment, with these kind of unprecedented levels of stress and anxiety that are going on around us during this pandemic, it's something that just might be helpful. Just even to remember it, and please don't get hung up on which way round it works. I'm actually dyspraxic and dyslexic, so I get confused with words, and so if you do 5 things that you can, feel, 4 things that you can see, 2 things that you can take, it doesn't matter. So it's see, feel, hear, smell, taste. And if you can't do the taste, because when you're in that particular moment, it's always anxiety, so dry mouth, I don't taste anything but dry, then good things you can say about yourself. 1, I made it from 5. So the good thing I'm saying about myself right now, from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, is 1, I feel grounded. I've engaged with something. It's been a positive thing, and I've worked on my positive. I've put in the work on the good days, so the not so good days, I have this tool with me wherever I go. As always, please leave some comments below, and please subscribe to the channel and get some regular updates. In this time, I'm doing this because I am hoping just one thing might strike one chord with one person, and it's been of help. So thanks again for your time. Please subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.